We were in the kitchen. I heard the crying. It was a little boy. As soon as the gun went off, the crying stopped. I firmly believe this was not self-defense.
Late breaking this noon, more pressure being put on the Sanford Police Department after the shooting of 17-year-old Trayvon Martin. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sion Rhodes. That teenager's family and 2 witnesses urging police to arrest Neighborhood Watch Captain George Zimmerman today. WESH TV's Gail Pascal Brown live in Sanford. And Gail, the witnesses say police have not been listening to what they're saying.
Yeah, they say they also have tried to tell their story more than once. The bottom line here, the attorneys for the family, Trayvon Martin's family, says if the Sanford Police Department continues to say that one of the witnesses' statements were inconsistent, he will assist in helping file a complaint against the department involving witness tampering, obstruction of justice, and witness intimidation.
This is not something that you see every single day. To me, it's been so hard. Realize that right there, it was a body. I never been seeing a body in my life.
Selma Mora Lamila and her roommate, Mary Kutcher, are 2 witnesses Sanford police question in the shooting death of Trayvon Martin on February 26. The 2 say they were in their kitchen of their townhome at the retreat of Twin Lakes in Sanford when they heard the whining of a child. Selma ran to the back of the porch and saw a man identified as George Zimmerman. She asked him 3 times what happened.
3rd time I said, "What's going on right there?" He said, "Just call the police."
She said George Zimmerman walked nervously around the body. Police say Mary Kutcher's statements to the press were inconsistent with sworn testimony and were consistent with information George Zimmerman gave of self-defense.
My point is that I feel it was not self-defense because I heard the crying, and if it was Zimmerman that was crying, Zimmerman would have continued crying after the shot went off.
Mary Kutcher says she attempted to go to the police multiple times.
Multiple people had my phone number, and not one person called me back. The only thing I saw that night, I heard the crying. We were in the kitchen. I heard the crying. It was a little boy. As soon as the gun went off, the crying stopped. Therefore, it tells me it was not Zimmerman crying.
But this whole situation is a nightmare. And I don't understand why this man has not been arrested, at least charged, and let a judge and jury decide if he's guilty.
The family's attorney wants federal investigators to look into the teenager's murder, adding the whole world is watching to see how this is going to conclude.
We want an arrest. How many nights do they have to go to bed knowing that the killer of their son is walking around free?
Thank you very much.
The family's attorney says he does not trust the Sanford Police Department, nor the state for that matter. He is sending out a letter today to the United States Attorney General Eric Holder asking for a federal investigation. I'm Gail Pascal Brown, live in Orlando for WESH 2 News.